So I'd passed one challenge, just the 4 more to go to avoid a nasty forfeit. And as luck would have it, a riot was due that very evening. So I went back to my hotel room to write my poem. There have been huge anarchist protests in Berlin for the last 14 years, so I was guaranteed a good audience.
Fucking hell, it's getting noisy out there.
I set off for the riot, but everywhere we went there were roadblocks stopping us getting to the action. In the end, we dumped the car.
It's actually quite hard to find a riot, even though there was a map in the paper. They don't seem to be sticking in one place. So I've decided my best policy is to follow the sirens and the flashing blue lights, see whether we can't get caught up in something quite soon. Hi there, you speak English a little?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. We're looking for the riots. English press. Where should we go?
You have to go along the street.
There you go. Always ask a policeman if you want to know the way. Which way is the riot?
I think it's finished already.
Really? That's
the hard riots are already finished, I
that's
think.
Very early.
This was bad news. Was I too late to pass my challenge?
We've now pretty much gone past police lines, so we're entering the sort of no man's territory. This is where the riot was. Might be a few stragglers who I can read my peace poem to. Ow, fuck! Ow! Just stubbed my toe on a piece of cobble that's been hurled by a rioter. Ow, for fuck's
Now we were getting to the heart of it. The rioters' cobblestone missiles lay everywhere amid shards of broken glass. It seemed pretty safe, but I soon got an idea of their depravity.
The only victim I've managed to find of the rioting so far is this Portaloo. Looks like the TARDIS after it's been thrashed to bits by the Daleks. If they can do that to a toilet, just imagine what they can do to a man.
I really wanted to have an audience for my reading, so I kept looking for the rioters. There was a crowd hanging out on a street corner. I asked them if they'd like to hear my poem.
What?
Lan Wichser.
No. What?
Geh nach Hause, du Arsch.
I don't speak German.
Ne karışma ya.
I don't speak German. Is he unhappy?
30 kişiden benim tek, ne yapacaksın?
Well, okay. Thank you, fellas. Good night.
Hadi verpiss dich von mir.
Thank you.
They were obviously Philistines who wouldn't appreciate my delicate stanzas, so my search continued. Suddenly, I saw a more suitable audience.
Quite nervous. Hope they respond to poetry. This is a poem which I'm hoping will be more effective than water cannons and baton charges. Bring a little peace to Berlin. Rioter! Can't you be a little quieter? No, probably not. Skinhead! Can't you be a nice guy instead? No, probably not. And policeman! Can't you spread some love and peace, man? Because Germans, all you Jürgens, Fritzes and Hermans, violence leads to world wars. And are you going to win one? No, probably not. Thank you.
Challenge 4. Find someone who has slept with a beetle.
For my next challenge, I had to find someone who'd slept with a beetle, so we headed down the Autobahn to Hamburg. It was here in the early 1960s that the Fab Four first developed their stage act and ridiculous pudding bowl haircuts. Their groupies would all be pensioners now, of course, but surely I'd find one old lady happy to boast about shagging a rock star. Unless it was Ringo, obviously. Anyway, the omens were good on the music front because Alex had managed to find a skinhead band who were willing to meet up with us. Even better, they were devout Christians, so they probably wouldn't want to beat me up first.
And now, for your listening pleasure, I present Grub Smith and the Jesus Skins with their own composition, Oi Oi Amen.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Oi Oi Amen!
Singen wir im Chor, wir sind Jesus Skins, uns macht keiner etwas vor.
Oi Oi Amen!
Singen wir im Chor, wir sind Jesus Skins, uns macht keiner etwas vor.
Oi Oi Amen!
Singen wir im Chor, wir sind Jesus Skins, uns macht keiner etwas vor.
Thank you very much, the Jesus Skins.
Nice, but now it was time to get down to business.
We're trying to find someone, a lady, who had a romance, had sex with the Beatles when they were in Hamburg. Maybe some of your mother's friends? No? Okay. None of your wife's friends ever slept with Paul McCartney? No?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Possibly your mum or any of her friends? Someone who had sex with the Beatles? Possibly your mother. Waren Sie ein Beatle zusammen? You speak English? Did you share Paul McCartney? No? Okay.
No one was admitting anything, except for trying to prove that they hadn't been in the Gestapo.
From 8th Army.
From the 8th Army?
Yeah, 8th Army in Italy.
In Italy? Can I see
In Monte Cassino.
Good Lord, splendid picture.
Yeah, goodbye.
The Beatles were clearly still popular in Hamburg, so we carried on trawling through the red light district in search of pensioners.
And we're trying to find a lady who had a romance with the Beatles. Do you know any girl who had sex with John or Paul or George or...
Here?
Yeah.
I am sex with John.
You had sex with John?
No!
No, but do you know any... You see, I thought I'd scooped it there.
After a hard night's work with no success, we got up early to continue our quest. Very early. Time was running out, so we decided to change tactics.
We've had absolutely no luck with pedestrians. They're denying all knowledge of the Beatles, especially biblical knowledge. So we're going to go into Hit Fun FM, where apparently they've got some oldie specialists.